Alright, morning guys. Omar here from Egyptian Redneck. We're gonna be doing some 5.56/223 reloading today. Let's go ahead and set our sizing die. Got our shell holder. That's number 3. It's the wrong shell holder. Oh, so got the RCBS hand prime tool right here. It's one of my biggest gripes about this thing is that whenever you got to change out or take out the shell holder, you have to disassemble the whole thing. And I only have one shell holder right now for 223. Go ahead and plug that thing in. Sorry, I'm a little sick, but I thought I would get started on this reloading stuff right away. Oh yeah, so it's still set from yesterday. We'll put this thing right now to the side. Oh, there was a primer in there. Well, I guess we lost that one. We have our mandrel, or I guess rod that pushes stuff in, the rest of the stuff in here. So today I'm shooting 26.2 grains of blc-2, 55 grain FMJ projectiles, and some Remington 7.5 small rifle bench rest primers. We got an RCBS rock chucker here. I just have it set up with a big C-clamp for now until I get some bolts through this bench. We got our pattern measure already set. Got our calipers. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. I've already cleaned and tumbled a bunch of brass. There's some 30-30 brass in here, mostly LC 556 brass, Lake City brass. It's already tumbled. I just gotta deprime, size, and remove the crimp. We'll do all that here in a sec. Alright. Excuse me. Alright, we'll start with, should be good. We'll start with lubing up our cases. So I have this RCBS lube mat right here. And I'm using RCBS case lube 2. Just go ahead and pick out some of our cases. There's 4 cases. This thing is already pre-saturated, so all I do is put them here, roll them for a couple times, press down and roll. Feel them, make sure they're lubed. Yep, they seem good. Alright, we can go ahead and start sizing and depriming. It's one of my biggest gripes with this press and this thing is the primers. The primer catcher doesn't really catch them half the time. But yeah, you can see we're deprimed, ready to go. Most of these were shot out of my gun. Some of them were shot out of some of friends' guns. That's why I just set the sizing according to the, oh crap. Here we are, still figuring this YouTube thing out. There's a lot of clutter in here. So I'm just sizing it. I set up the die according to the instructions from RCBS. Alright, so we got 4 cases right here. I'm gonna do 6 more. We'll just do 10 cases in this video to make it, you know, not take forever. You know, sometimes I just wish this RCBS mat had ridges so the brass will not just roll right off. But here we are. Here's easy there, killer. Well, we had 7 on there anyway. We only needed 6. Just firmly roll them down. All nice and lubed up. I'm gonna get I already had one from yesterday, so I guess we're gonna do 11 today. Get my Frankfurt Arsenal reloading block. Let me move this scale out of the way a little bit. My calipers over there. I'm fairly new to this reloading stuff. I've only done a little bit. So I'm really just, you guys are learning with me. Alright, so we're done with this lube mat. For now at least. Alright. I'm watching for any bumps in the neck. Like there's a tiny one here from just over lubing. So what I'll do is I'll wipe the neck off a little bit before I put it in. I'm sorry, I meant the shoulder, not the neck. And that too. I'll wipe both off a little bit before I put them in. My dog is out, so if you guys hear him in the background chewing or something, that's what that is. He might even come by the camera and say hi. So we'll see where that goes. Alright. Already have my powder measure set. But we'll go ahead and start priming. So this thing, man, this thing just bugs the crap out of me. I'm gonna try to keep this family friendly and not cuss, but I'll slip now and then. I cuss like a pirate on the daily, so it's just me. Alright, so we got this together. This is a small primer block. It goes in like that. Oh, my bad. The shell holder has to go on it first. It slides in. And then you take this arm. It goes through a nice little slot back here. And then you screw in this knurled screw. Drop in your, this is a small rifle mandrel. Make sure it comes up. And here are primers. See, flow in, guys. Yep, one comes up. And this thing has been a headache. It's been... actually, before we do that, let's go ahead and... I forgot. Let's go ahead and get rid of the military crimp and clean out these flash holes. So I have this RCBS military crimp removal on this RCBS handle. Well, stay upright now. So all I go is I go in, I do it manually. I wish I had a cordless drill. That's gonna be my next investment. But for now, we're just rocking this handle thing. Just looks like a screwdriver handle. I'm gonna go ahead. And it seems to do the job. Stir it a couple of times for 5-10 seconds and move on. It doesn't take forever. Actually, I'm gonna remove this because I can't remember if I trimmed this or not. So we only have 10 for the day. Like case trim, not primer trim. I was getting way ahead of myself. show you guys what I'm doing. Sometimes I grab a couple at a time. Bear, easy, buddy. Yep, here's my dog. Thought about putting him in the kennel before I filmed this so he doesn't do this exact same thing, but oh well. We can live with a couple of dog bites. I mean, barks. I mean, you can live with a couple of dog bites, but depends on where they bite you. You know, they get the little tag down there. Oh, I don't want to be living much longer. Yep. We're ever so slightly shaving some brass just to get rid of that crimp. Once you feel it turning freely without any grinding, you're done. Alright. Now to trim the brass, I'll be using the Lee shell holder, a lock stud, and cutter. You can already see this thing is already rusting. So I'm gonna take some of this lube, or actually let me grab some gun oil, just a little bit, just so it doesn't rust. I got some rum oil right here. I'm just gonna wipe it and then wipe it, pat it dry so it doesn't get inside the case and contaminate the powder. Alright, so we're gonna start. And I'm doing this by hand. You can definitely chuck this up in a drill. But again, I don't have one. So this trims them to I think 1.750. But same thing, I just keep turning. Thinking about starting a Patreon. My channel's pretty young. I mean, right now I only have 350 some subscribers and 70 something thousand views. Like I'm not really making it on YouTube right now. But I thought about starting a Patreon so I can, buy different stuff that you guys want to see. So you see right there, we got a pretty nice even cut. Excuse me. Ooh, spilled some powder. We'll deal with that later. Actually, let's go ahead and put this powder back in here since we don't remember if we trimmed this thing or not. Again, I'm using blc-2, 26.2 grains of blc-2. So we go ahead and start our calipers. It's all zeroed out. Yep, 1.750. Rotate up. 1.750. Rotate, keep it straight. 1.751, 1.749. So we're within 1/1000th of the trim. So I'll call that a success. And you can definitely buy the ball cutter. It's like a hand. It has like a ball handle. The only reason I bought this is I was planning on going ahead to buy a drill, but didn't really have the funds to do so. So we're just using our fingers for now. And it seems to be working just fine. Let's go ahead and re-chuck this thing. That's one graph that I got too about this Lee shell holder, is that it gets loose in my hand. Maybe that's just because the way I'm holding it, but it gets real freaking loose sometimes when I feel like I'm gonna ding my Digging my brass. But yeah, you see how it spins freely now? Means we're done. And these don't really need much trimming at all. I've already reloaded 10 of these, just to experiment around. I have them in that black box up there. Also went ahead and did some 30-30 reloading. I think that will be the next video, some 30-30 reloading, since I already have some 30-30 cases tumbled. But we'll see if I can drop a video or two a week starting now, and we'll go from there. I really want to start my channel back up. Eventually stop filming from my iPhone and go get an actual camera for it. Up here we go again. We went loose on the show holder. Oh, and if you got sweaty hands like I do, forget doing this without slipping and getting annoyed as hell. I'd say if I would do this differently, the one thing I'll spend money on is one of those case prep stations. I know Frankfurt Arsenal makes some, RCBS makes some, Hornady, Lyman, everybody pretty much makes some except Lee. Excuse me. But it has the case chamfer, the primer pocket crimp remover, the chamfer deburr, the case trim, all in one little like concoction right there. You just go beep, 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 and you're done. You need me one of those. Cause this crap is getting old quick. Alright, looks like we're done. Oh, nope, a little bit of, see, this one needed a lot, so that's why you trim. I was thinking about measuring these cases and, you know, not trimming until I see, you know, if they need to be trimmed or not. But I was like, we'll just trim them, because these are fired from different guns. Most of it is Lake City Brass 21, 22 year. But, you know, I never know if I slipped an 08 or a 10 in there. So, we'll go ahead and trim them all. And by the way, I forgot to mention this charge of 26.2. It's pretty up high there. I think the max is 26.7, 26.8, 26.5 in different manuals. So this one is pretty up there. We're done with this one. Alright, 6 more to go. We'll be done in no time. Hopefully. Oh yeah, and all these brass shavings are going in the carpet, so I gotta vacuum the carpet after I'm done. Keep my old lady happy. Or just, you know, get a 5-gallon bucket and put it under there. Catch all the brass shavings. Come on, buddy. Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and pause you guys after this case. And come back when I'm done. You guys seen 5. That's enough. I'm not gonna sit here and torture you with me trimming this. you having to sit here and watch me struggle with this little tool. Blow the cutter off, maybe that'll help. It got me there. Am I just stripping, or is this thing done trimming? I still feel it grab the brass. Seems like it's done to me though. Yeah, it's done. Alright, see you guys back when I'm done trimming the other 5. Here we are, back again. Oh, let me pick up this piece of brass. Oh yeah, it's empty and prime. Cool. Alright, so off camera, I did grab my corded drill, this piece of trash from Harbor Freight. It seemed to work pretty good. It was just too loud and when I started back up. But chucked it in. It's definitely fast and it's dangerous, but it worked and it made cleaning those up, trimming those up way faster. So I'm using the Lee chamfer deburr tool, and I'm gonna go in there, deburr the outside of the case, chamfer the inside real quick. And this doesn't take forever. One thing that I found is a downside though, you see how there's a slit in this inside deburr? If you place it just right on a 5.56 case, the case will go in that slit, the case neck will go in there, and when you twist, you're gonna mess up your neck. I actually did that yesterday on 2 pieces of brass. So, just thought I'd let you know. So, just a couple of swipes and we're done. So, I'm gonna let y'all sit through this, though. Shouldn't be too long. Then we're gonna prime, charge with powder, and then finally seat the bullets. And then we're ready to shoot. But yeah, this is one other task of case prep that having one of those case prep units will be crucial for. So remember the one rod I was shooting from the beginning of the video? It's a Lake City 08, and it's trimmed actually. It's 1.755, so it's 5 thousandths over. So we'll go ahead and use it. It's fine. I forgot to trim it, but it's not like way oversized that it's not gonna work. We might notice a little bit on the position of the cannon lure on the bullet, but oh well, it should still shoot just fine. This is only plinking ammo, you know, we're not going for groups. I'm shooting Anderson Lower AR that I built. It's an Anderson Lower Palmetto State EPT internals with Magpul CTR stock and MOE grip. It has actually a local upper from a local shop here in Brevard County, Florida. That's where I'm from, by the way. It's called Premier Firearms, and the barrel on the upper is from Hitman Industries. It's a place in Titusville, again, Brevard County, Florida. And I haven't really seen any bad things about them or good. They're really like almost unknown. So I guess we'll be testing it. I will be ordering a high power scope soon to do some grouping. We'll probably try to slow it again. So go ahead and get rid of the sizing die. We'll just sit it over here. We'll grab our RCBS die set. Ooh, oh, never mind. My seating die is out here. So go ahead and screw that in for now. Just for a little bit while we prime. Alright, so we have the cases ready. We're gonna go ahead, clean the primer flash hole. I'm using this, again, Lee primer flash hole cleaner. The primer pockets on these are mediocre. I mean, they're clean. They're just not like super clean. I did not deprime the cases before tumbling them, so that's one of the main reasons why. Excuse me. But yeah, a little cleaning up. It should work for some plinking loads. We're not going for match accuracy or anything. Just trying to make sure the flash hole is clear so the primer does its job without messing up. And I hope you guys like these longer videos showing you everything step by step. I know I've been watching Johnny's reloading bench for, God, like 5 or 6 years now, and he does these kind of videos from the beginning till the end, and people seem to like him, so I personally like him. I don't like when he does a short video that's just showing us him seating the bullets and shooting at the range. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're they're nice and entertaining for just to see like how a charge works and the groups. He does shoot some tiny groups on his channel using, I mean, pretty cheap components. Well, cheap for nowadays at least. Alright, we're all done cleaning the primer flash holes. We'll go ahead and start priming. Again, I got some Remington 7.5 bench rest primers through these. Oh, here we go, having a problem. Alright. So yeah, this has been going on issue. It doesn't want to seat the primer. Oh, actually see. Oh, never mind. We had 2 primers above each other. That's why we were not. It didn't feel good. We still seated one though. So yeah, seated all the way in, below flush. I'm gonna send this one back in. Get it below flush. Yep, we're good. I just had. Yeah, this tends to happen. Not like a lot, but it definitely happens frequently, where 2 primers will get above each other and block. It feels weird, first of all, and I know I should stop, you know, but I'm too impatient to take this damn thing apart. One thing I want to do is go ahead and try to sell this priming tool and get their universal one. See, sometimes the primer will not drop in. You have to shake it a little bit. You know, get their universal priming tool with their universal shell holder. That felt good. Just so I didn't have to keep messing with the damn cases and all that. Oh, there we go. Keeps giving me a new primer, which is cool, you know. That's what we want. But I'm trying to see this one below flush. It doesn't seem quite below flush yet. Alright, one more. And you see, this is definitely faster than sitting on the press. I mean, sitting on the press is probably cheaper if you're just getting started. But seating on an actual hand prime tool is pretty good. So we're gonna go ahead and double check our charge again. So we are at 26.2. I said it yesterday before I went to bed, but we'll double check it again. What the crap? What's going on? Oh, it bounced. Oh, crap, it bounced up a couple. That's one, that's two. Bounced up a couple. Maybe the dog or the cat will play it on the bench at night. But yeah, you see we're right at 26.2 grains of blc-2. Go ahead and put that back in our hopper. Blow this powder pan out. Alright, we'll go ahead and just charge all these guys. And let me tell you, man, I bought this kit used off of an old guy who got into it and wanted to get out of it, wasn't really interested. And I was gonna build my own like reloading setup. I was gonna still go with the same press, pop in the electronic. Oh crap, we had some powder drop on our fingers. So, oh well. Probably gonna go with an electronic scale. You know, I like gizmos and all that. We'll go ahead and drop all these back and recharge them. That's just my reloading OCD. But I was gonna go ahead and build my own kit. Go with the same press, electronic scale. I wanted to start priming off on the press instead of getting the hand prime tool. And I was gonna go with lead dies because I like the fact that lead dies come with a separate factory crimp die. But I'll show you how I use this bullet seed / crimp die combo as if it has a factory crimp die. Pretty much what I do is I'll back off the crimp according to instructions, 1 full turn, and then I will seed the bullets to the right overall length, pull the seeding stem out, and then just use it as a crimp die. Let's see, that looks about right. We'll go ahead and test this charge out of this case. Oh, come on, man. I did it too fast again. Drop powder. See, I just gotta slow my roll, man, with this powder measure. You get on a roll and you just start dumping powder. Yep, we're there. My reloading OCD always makes me, run the powder charge through multiple times after I adjust the powder stem, and then go ahead and measure it like 15 different times. Oh, we did that crap again. I did it fast again. No. I guess you guys are learning here with me. I just gotta gain some patience. Tap on it. But yeah, measure 15 times, measure halfway throughout charging the bullets, the cases, to see if I'm still good. We'll go ahead and zero calipers out. Alright, I'm getting ready for bullet sealing. Go ahead and grab these. These are 55 grain full metal jacket projectiles with cannon lures. I don't know who makes them. I have here some Hornady full metal jacket FMJ bow tail with a cannon lure, and they're not the same bullet, trust me. The cannon lure height is different. The height of the actual projectile, like the length of the actual projectile, it's a little different. Oh, here we go, we dropped one. Oh well, I'll do it later. This old guy also gave me these for free, thanks to him. He also gave me the 8-pound jug of blc-2 for free. That guy was like, just done. I don't know, he might have blown a gun up or two, or hurt himself, or just got bored with it. No clue, man, but I'm damn sure as hell glad that he gave him to me, because he just saved me a lot of money. He also gave me those RCBS dies. Pretty much everything you see on the table except the 30-30 dies, the 30-30 bullets, the Hornady stuff, the Federal primers was given to me by that guy. He gave me those Remington 7.5 primers, which if you know anything about reloading nowadays, those are freaking impossible to find. Alright, so this is the crap about this hand priming tool. Gotta move this out, drop that stem out, move back in. Man, it's a whole mess to put this thing back together. Just a whole freaking mess. And that's why most people hate this thing, even on their reviews. And love the universal one, because you don't have to mess with this shit. All you gotta do with the universal one is swap this out and drop this thing in. You don't have to keep disassembling every time. And I guess I can stop being lazy and cheap and buy a second shell holder, but for the time being only have one. So that's what we're gonna work with. So here we go. We're gonna put in just the case without the bullet. Oh, well, see, we already hit the crimp. That was not very nice. Oh, we already crimped. God. Oh, God. Oh, man. Alright, I guess this case is toast. Well, I might have to just run it through the desizer. Actually, let me see if I can still fit this thing through. Yeah, I already crimped the freaking top. Damn it. Alright. Well, that's good, because this case was the outlier anyway. So, bring it up. Take another case. You bring it down. You see how it starts to touch. All right. Now I usually line up the crack in that lock ring. Bring it around a full turn. All right. We're gonna go ahead. Lock the die in. Alright. Make sure we're not hitting no crimp. This seating stem should be set from yesterday. I'm still gonna go ahead and be, a little bit of precaution and have a little bit of precaution and back it out. Alright, we didn't even touch. Go down a little. Didn't touch there. Start to go down. Oh, let's go ahead. Go ahead and make a big jump. So see. Right here, a couple thousand under the cantilever. We'll go ahead and tighten this lock ring down. And go ahead and go in. Yeah, we need to go a little higher. So turn that. A little higher. Let me grab a screwdriver here. Alright, that's a half turn. See where that takes us. We'll need probably another full turn. How about we'll go with 3/4 turn. Probably another half turn. And we're perfect. We're halfway in the cantilever and we are looking Gucci. So I'm not really going off of case overall length. I'm just going to the cantilever and being happy there. These, if you see them to the cantilever though, they seem to be like this, be seated a little, just a little short. We're talking about, I'll measure here in a sec. So let's see what this is. Right here, 0. I'm sorry if you hear scratching in the back, it's my dog. So we're at 2.24, 2.242, 2.243, 2.242, 2.243. So we're not really that short, but we're just a little short. Alright, we'll seal all these and then we're done. I probably should have went and checked to see if one of these chamber in my gun. But I know they would, because the sizing, depriming die was set from yesterday. And those ones that I reloaded yesterday fit just fine. You know, I did the whole, just put the shell in, no primer, no nothing in it, and push the bolt on it with your hand, see if it chambers without no spring pressure behind it. And it did. we are done here, guys. We got 10, 5.56 loaded up. Probably to 223 velocity, but oh well, we're still getting there. All looking nice and pretty. Can't wait to go try them out on the range. All right, I'm out. See you guys later.